Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ole Miss offense will get the first possession of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Got it in the middle. It's Montgomery. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. Pulls it in. It's Montgomery. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Rebels are flying down the field. They just keep firing. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Rushes on him. This time on target. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. Looking to throw for it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Cantrell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Gets the back moving. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Cantrell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Right on the money. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Line gets set, 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got it up to 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window at the end.
Touchdown, Rebels! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Cantrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete to the left. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the tailback.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Hills. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking for space. It's Hills. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on third and short. Quickly to the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back on the draw.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. And the Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll go to the sneak. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They got it at the 25. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Never a doubt. That brings them to within one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 7 over Florida. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the catch. It's Montgomery. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous.
Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay another.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Offense at an empty set. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle, it's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They take a 4-point lead here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the right side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Sets up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off-play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You get the completion, and now you set up third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab over the middle. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
Touch the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Plucks it out of the air. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Showing the arm strength to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll run the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense set on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Lets it fly. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And that one will give them the lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky has the lead right now. Feels like it's been this way since the players took the pregame catwalk. But this has been a very close game. They're up by 8 over Florida. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. They're working that left side. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun. The running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Rebels are on the move. Now they'll run it to the right here. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Camarda. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Bullock. Got him downfield. That receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Flying on the right side. Defense has it. They're on the move. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Bullock. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Now on the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This is a design run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off-play action on 1st down. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's LaBelle. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snap. Makes the grab on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Complete to start this drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The corners are walked up tight. To the air on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, David.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
From the gun, the running back has it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Rebels! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now...